listen for that as well. Are you with your mom, Teresa, Peter? And Peter, are you glad that your mom, Teresa, finally understood that you were able to talk with ghosts your whole life?
Okay. It's talking. Go ahead, Wade. Suffer.
That happened earlier.
Yeah. My course. Sent. It's shooting off so many words I can't. Can you say John's name? Video.
Are you referring to Mike Loop's video? Or Orange County Soul Searchers video?
Go ahead, continue. Outside. Can you hear them, John?
Yeah, it's a little bit unclear on what the words are. Some seem to be repeating on something. In the chat room, they're saying maybe that's the Ovilus is picking up on video signals as well.
Say a name. Give us a name. Say somebody's name.
Did it say Gunter?
Yes.
Like a few times?
It said it a couple of times. What's that?
That's somebody, Peter was talking to Cornelia Davidson, and she brought that up on Sophia's show. And that meant something to her. That was somebody that her father lost.
Oh, well, he said that Ovilus, yeah, the Ovilus said that several times. Suffer.
So he just turned to her aboard the Queen Mary once when she asked him something. He just says, "Who's Gunter?" And that, yeah, and he had a message for her.
Meritor. Oh, I just heard a big crack in here.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Sounded like it
Yeah,
maybe Gunther's right, Debbie. Might be right on that.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember back on Sophia's show who Cornelia was talking about.
James. I thought I heard it say James. Did that say James?
Yeah, I heard James.
Property.
Oh, James says that for KMPI that it was the second time it said James.
James, I heard it once. Outside. They said it again, Gunter.
Oh, see. Oh, and wait, yeah, you know what? I don't know Peter's middle name. Oh.
It's cracking again. Meritor. No, it's not the kitties. There's only one in here and it's sleeping.
And Mike's right, can you make another crack sound?
Who's Roger Gunther? Is that who you were talking about?
I thought I was hearing light a bit too.
Yes. And property. Loving. Video. Recourse.
Oh wait, you might try the Ovilus is built into the Microsoft app, Ghost Radar, and Bill Chappell, he has rights in the place. I thought I heard James again too in that list of words. Paranormal.
Is that what that said?
Uh-huh.
Oh Is there a spirit in this room that was hit by a car? James.
James Wright? Paranormal what? Listener?
Our officer?
Oh.
I've never heard it say paranormal before.
Man, Gunther comes up a lot. Can you say Gunther or Gunther again?
I think so. Meritor.
George was a few times.
They want you to ask Peter another question.
Peter, Ruth is picking up. Are you still here in the room? Are you still here with your jet? Did it say correct? Are you here with your jackets? Property? Are the jackets your property?
Do you know who a Dan Gunther is?
James? Ruth is saying there are 3 people with you, Peter. Are you with Peter James? Are there 3 people with you? And Peter, do you remember Janet in England, who you corresponded with? Janet was a great fan of yours that you wrote and corresponded with.
Medicinal. Recourse, happier.
Okay, thanks, Google. Yeah. Peter, what did you think of Larry Moniz of the Belgrade Hall ISPR investigation? Peter, what did you think of Dr. Larry Moniz? I heard property.
Yes, several times. Paranormal.
It was the paranormal documentary in England, Belgrade Hall.
They said it said London earlier.
It was in England.
Oh, I got the chills again.
Did it say Larry?
Did it say Larry, viewers?
Recourse, comment? James Coffey?
Do you see the chat? Jane, do you see the chat?
Oh, yeah.
They want to know if it could be a spirit who needs our help now.
Reginald. I thought I've heard that more than once. Are we talking?
No, Cheyenne, that's chip coffee. Peter, say your favorite holiday. What's your favorite holiday, Peter? Tell us.
Good night, Wade. Wow. Peter and I were supposed to meet on July 4th.
that gave me the chills. Good going.
That was the next time we were going to meet. And that was his favorite, was the 4th of July out at watching fireworks with his
Oh my God.
Yeah, Luke remembers that last email from Peter before we were wondering why the correspondence had stopped. And then
Peter, don't go away. Stay with us. Stay with us, Peter. John, tell him to stay.
Peter, is it getting harder for you to talk? Larry, Paranormal Property? There were some problems there with Larry and Peter about the property of the Belgrade Hall.
That's what he said, Paranormal Property. Outside Views Officer.
Peter had to call the police on him out in front of his house.
Oh my God.
That's how bad it got.
Oh my God.
And Peter's assistant said he saw the whole thing from the window when they had to escort that guy off the property.
Oh my God.
They saw the peril. And left a copy.
Wonder why he keeps saying rabbit video. Lent, thunder. Oh, Peter helped with animals. He was a vet tech. Can you try and get Peter to light up the K2?
Peter, behind Noreen, can you light up that, touch the antenna and light up that box? Make it Christmas tree on the green light? he somebody aboard the Queen Mary? I've heard Reginald more than once, and Mike has a theory on Reginald aboard the ship. Is Reginald the one that strangled the woman under the stairs of a first-class swimming pool? Yeah, Mike Blue believes that Reginald is a person.
An officer at the Queen Mary?
Well, we've heard that it was somebody that somebody was killed and then she was dragged underneath the stairs of the first class swimming pool leading down into the first floor. And Mike Blue picks up on a Reginald. Hey, Jan. Oh, thanks. I'll put it back on, Jan. Paranormal electric? Paranormal? Reginald comes up a lot too.
Do you have work tomorrow, Mike? I mean, John, do you have work tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. I'm always working.
Is your middle name Mike at all? By any chance? Michael?
No.
Okay.
All right, good night, Eric. Hey, Corky.
Paranormal story.
Yeah, they put in a new lighthouse. Well, not newer, it's been there, but the city put it in just off the aft end and out across the harbor of the Queen Mary. And I went to I went to Jeremy and Michelle's wedding, and they're from the paranormal group, and they got married right under that lighthouse with the Queen Mary in the background.
Recourse happier.
Oh, night, Mike.
Loving.
Yeah, I heard East a lot too. Loving. Rejection. Video outside my. Well, there's a investigation no one knows about that Peter investigated the cult suicides of the Heaven's Gate group, and he investigated their compound. And I started talking about that one on a show I just learned about a little while ago from his former assistant.
Oh my God. You're kidding. Well, he keeps
Yeah,
saying
right after they passed away and they removed the bodies, Peter was a key investigator on that.
Oh my God. That it
And
keeps
it
saying.
never aired.
Oh my God.
Ooh, of course he picked up on that. And that's the thing. There's tons of Peter's archive footage that the family has on hand, but unfortunately, it costs a lot to go back through and archive and digitally enhance. And so that's something they plan on pecking away at. But he detailed all the footage, and so it's all on old betas, unfortunately. So taking those and getting them digitally updated would include a lot of those investigations.
You see what Ruth says?
Oh, yeah.
What's that all about?
Well, I was given a cross by my in-laws that they went to the Vatican for Christmas, and they had it blessed by Pope Benedict XVI. And I have it with the other medals I wear now. That my adopted father, one was blessed by Pope Benedict XVI, and the two for his mother and him.
Boy,
So just kind of, I keep them together.
Ruth's been right on tonight.
That too. I think you can tell it's important to me. It's interesting Ruth says that because on the session with Chip Coffey, and it was enough to make Chip's eyebrows go up. It was when, again, my daughter was calling out to Jackie in the Queen Mary pool area. It was for 4 capacity tour groups. And so it was hard for anybody to even come through. There were so many bodies in there each time. But on the 3rd tour group with the Oculus, with Stacey Jones, the the reply was Peter, Peter, upper, stairs, top, safe, delayed, dead, when, right when my daughter asked if Peter was there. So, I don't know what the delayed means. Maybe there's like certain times where Peter just, you know, if anybody could come through, it's Peter, but, you know, at certain times, you know, maybe it's like sea legs. Jackie's been there 70 years. She can, you know, have that ease of flow, but maybe the transition into afterlife, Peter is, you know, she can walk from one end of the room to the other, per se, but Peter, you know, it's like walking to one end to the other with, you know, in seas that are 50-foot waves going up and down. It's just harder to make that fluidity or ease of speech or to really come through.
Did Peter ever have a pet rabbit?
Yeah, I don't know about the pet rabbit. No. Or what rabbit would signify, but I thought I did hear in there, not Easter, something about the April season in there that sounded like a word that correlated.
Well, he
with
said
that.
Lent. The obelisk said Lent.
Right. I was trying to think specifically what that was.
Yeah, and you associate rabbits with Easter. Now, because Peter has the name Peter, I automatically think of Peter Rabbit. Did anybody ever refer to him as Peter Rabbit?
No, I don't know anything of that type. Or Peter Cottontail, that kind of thing. Maybe that was something that his mom might have said, or with the Teresa reference, and that was his mom's name that Mike brought up.
Yeah, I just wonder if anybody, you know, like growing up, they would make some light of it. Oh, Peter Rabbit, you know, just saying that about him. Oh, you're Peter Rabbit.
Tiny kind of hair, like Peter Cotton.
Yeah.
I don't know of any nicknames or anything of that type. I know he had a great sense of humor, too. That came up quite a bit during the memorial service aboard the Queen Mary.
Suffer, Lent.
Yeah. Change, dominate. View. Paranormal.
I'm hearing banging and rumbling.
Squeeze. Yeah, that's the other location that his mother has a place in the mountains. He has a cabin there.
Oh my God, Ruth.
Yeah, Ruth again. That was the other place. That was the other two homes that his brother Tommy had. Was the beach Oxnard location and the place in the mountain.
Comment, story. Dizziness.
And Reginald.
Officer tormented.
Would that be Officer Stark, who accidentally drank his strychnine? Ooh, that I don't know, Ruth. I can find that out. Or was Reginald the name of one of the people playing the Heaven's Gate at the compound? George? Mike? Is this guarding Heaven's Gate? Cult suicides? That sounds like Maureen.
Oh, it sounded like Noreen? John, ask him about the rabbit.
The apple, the rabbit, can you tell us more about the rabbit?
Peter, did they ever call you Peter Rabbit just to make fun? Please tell us, did they ever call you Peter Rabbit? Those are a lot of the same names coming up. Reginald, George, Roger. Okay, he keeps, I've heard stories several times. One of the viewers was saying maybe he liked the story Peter Rabbit. Did you like the story Peter Rabbit? Did they refer to you when they talked about Peter Rabbit? Peter, let us know. Oh. Wow, Ruth and Mike just picked up on that at the exact same time. Yep. And if you notice, the obelisk stopped when they said that. Okay, maybe we ought to call it a night. It's almost 11:45.
Well, we can certainly do this again.
That was great. Oh. Wow, we kept the viewers for a long time.
I wonder about the rabbit, or if that was Curious George and Peter Rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You have everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with us. It was I hope you enjoyed the show, John. What a pleasure this has been.
Yeah, Mike. Thank you, guys.
Thanks everybody for hanging with us, and John, it was just a pleasure to have you. I've known you for so many years. I've known about you, but I've never connected with you. And, now was the right time. And I think thank you so much for being on the show. I just enjoyed it so much. I just love you. And viewers, thank you so much for being with us.
On behalf of Peter James' family and his friends, thank you so much for keeping his memory alive, everybody. And thank you for this, session. And at one point or another, I know Peter does check in with us from time to time. And I know this is what would make his day today, is seeing everybody here. And thank you so much. And go to facebook.com/Peter James Lives, and keeping the memory alive. And it's part of a best of show. And we have a tribute show coming up to Peter James on the Ghost Host show on Paranormal.com. My daughter Sophia Temperilli's show. And I'm glad to see that she has that format that Peter's living through. It's been a turning point in our lives, just knowing Peter and having that, and just seeing the accolades people have and keeping his memory alive. But thank you so much on behalf of his family and friends. Thanks, Noreen. It was great talking to you finally.
Oh, thank you, John. Thank you, and good night, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Thank you. Good night.
All right, good night. Thanks.
Good night.